How y'all doing? Just want to give you an overview of how we work here, what the process is like, how long it's going to take, and how you can get the most money out of your case. So how we work here is we don't charge you anything. So if I can get you some money though, I take a third and I'll pay all the costs. That's if we don't have to sue. If we do have to sue and go to court, then that bumps up to 40%. But again, I pay all the costs. I'm never going to ask you for any money. And no recovery, no fee. So there's basically no downside to hiring Grey. So that's initially, that's how it works. So you'll sign a retainer. Everything's electronic. We'll send you something, do a couple clicks on your phone, super easy. But that's basically what the retainer says. I'm going to help you out. I'll pay the costs. It's a third for attorney's fees if we don't sue, 40% if we do. So your job is to take care of yourself and get better, get your car fixed and that sort of thing. So the first thing you want to do, if you're hurt really bad, then you got to go to the hospital. If you're hurt but it's not life-threatening, you should go to a walk-in urgent care because the treatment largely is going to be the same. Unless it's life-threatening, you should be at the hospital, but the treatment's largely the same, but you're going to pay a whole lot less for that first visit at a walk-in urgent care. So when you go, the doctor should say, this is what's called an emergency medical condition, an EMC. This is important. These kind of magic words in the personal injury world, because what that does is that gives you the opportunity to have your full amount of $10,000 of PIP benefits. Now, PIP stands for Personal Injury Protection. And what does that mean? That just means 80% of your medical bills, up to $10,000. That's paid by your insurance company, regardless of fault. So you don't have to worry about fault. 80% of your meds up to $10,000. Could also be 60% of lost wages, up to $10,000 or any combination, but vast majority of people just use that for the medical bills. So treatment, that's going to take 4 to 6 months, I would say, on average, and depends on how bad you messed up. So you want to go to an MD, a medical doctor, get that EMC, emergency medical condition, and then follow whatever treatment they recommend. Typically, that's going to be physical therapy first, a chiropractor, things like that for maybe a month, maybe 6 weeks, something like that. You're going to go out, you're probably going to get an MRI. And MRIs will show things like herniated discs and things like that. And then you'll go see an ortho or a neuro for at least a consultation. And they'll review the MRI with you. That'll be read by what's called a radiologist. And there may be, problems, maybe they're not problems, but that will be read. The ortho or the neuro will then say you either need to go back to physical therapy or you could try some shots, some epidural steroid injections. And I can tell you, I've got herniated discs in my neck. From time to time, I still have to go and they are helpful, at least temporarily. And then if that doesn't work, the steroid injections, they may recommend surgery. So surgery, that's obviously, something very serious, but that's also where, the money is. So a lot of people, they want to get the treatment, they want to get the money. Well, that's the way to do it. But there also has to be coverage. So we're going to look into all insurance coverage available. So typically that's going to be your coverage, whoever was driving the car, whoever owned the car, because many times those are different people. If it was an Uber or a Lyft, love those cases because typically that's $1 million policy if the app is on and they're going to pick somebody up or they got somebody in the car. But we will find out all insurance available and then we'll pursue the claim that way after knowing all the insurance available. If there's no insurance, there's no case. So you should buy uninsured motorist and get that stacked. Tell your Tell your rep, I need it stacked, and all that means is I want more of it. If I got 2 cars, it's double. 3 cars, it's triple, whatever the amount is. A good amount would be $100,000 per person, $300,000 per accident. And then let's say, for instance, you have 2 cars in there, it would be double. It'd be $200,000 per person, $600,000 per accident. So uninsured motorists, make sure you get that coverage if you don't have it. That protects you and your family. If the other people, they're driving around, they don't have any insurance, or they have too little insurance, like a small $10,000 policy or something, because if you're in serious trouble and you're going to need big coverage if you need surgery. So we'll look into all that. You're going to treat for about 4, 5, 6 months. Then we're going to get all the medical records and bills together. Then we're going to draft what's called a demand. It's going to go out to the insurance company. It's going to have all the records, all the bills. Then we're going to demand a certain amount of money. You give them about 30 days to pay. If they do pay, great. That's kind of the end of the case there. Then we reduce the medical bills down. This is the greatest benefit to you, because it makes no difference to me as far as, I make a third or 40% of what the total recovery. But I always want you to be happy. And the greatest benefit really to the client is that reduction of medical bills at the end of the case. And we appreciate your patience during that time, because sometimes that can take weeks or maybe even over a month. But understand that's all for your benefit, and hopefully you will be happy, because here at the law office Grey Tesh, we want to treat you like family. We want to treat you with love, compassion, and we want to do the best job that we can for you so that you'll refer all your friends and family. But the whole process, that will take maybe 7 months, somewhere around there, 8 months, if it's pre-suit. Now, if we do have to sue, that's going to be long. That's going to be 1 to 2 years additional if we have to go to a lawsuit. And that's a whole different ball of wax. That'll take quite some time. It's a lot of work. We're happy to do it if need be. But just understand, usually it's better to get your money quicker. It might be a little less than whatever you're looking for, but you get paid now as opposed to maybe something a year or 2 years or sometimes even more down the line. So this is a general overview. Appreciate your patience for sitting through all this. If you all have any questions, just let us know, and we're here for you. And we're grateful to have you as clients. God bless each and every one of you. God bless you. Till next time, this is Grey from GreyTesh.com. Remember, law is not black or white, it's gray.